Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Overdogs franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. We're entering year number 4 here for the Overdogs franchise. Last episode was the off-season for year number 3, which, for a quick reminder, ended on heartbreaking fashion as we got swept in the finals by the Sirloins, who came back and beat us in both games we played in that series, unfortunately, clearly showing that they were the better team and deserved their first ring in their third try, as the Sirloins coming into that season were the only team that had made the playoffs all 3 years. Last episode in the offseason, we saw a good bit of change here on the roster. Beckham Crosby is now the new rookie primary catcher. Alberto King is still here on the team as Crosby replaces Ned Sportsman. Mira McFarland is the new starting first baseman, replacing Joe Trunk. Lewis Rhodes returns as the backup first baseman behind her, and then Elroy Action is out at second base once again. We have a new third baseman on the roster, Kira Nutmeg, the former Sawteeth Hot Corner member. Hot Corner, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Trying to think of the word that I want to describe this with, and I'm failing miserably. Maybe I shouldn't be recording after midnight. Anyway, but Kira Nutmeg is going to be the new person holding down the hot corner for us as she replaces big dog Hack Liner, as we couldn't afford his contract anymore. Bertha Banks right now is slated to be the backup third baseman, but a lot of you guys pointed out in the comments section after the offseason that she was kind of made redundant with Digaforto being on the roster. He can just back up third base. And we also have the flexibility to move Nutmeg over to shortstop and or Elroy over the second or third if we so chose. So we are going to be releasing Bertha for who. You'll see who momentarily. Carlton Starr returns as the shortstop. Digaforto once again is back. He's, I believe, outside of Elroy, one of only 3 original Overdogs left on the roster. Yes, them two and Bergenberg. Filet Jones is the new left fielder. After we got tired of him beating up on us in the finals, we brought him over here to be the new left fielder, replacing Roy Krauts. Rookie Rash Estrada will be acting as one of the backup outfielders. He'll be playing left and right primarily. Reyes Rufo, we were very impressed with him in the playoffs. We got him to re-sign for cheaper in the offseason. He is now back in center field. Dano Yoshida, we stole from the Buzzards. He is now in right field. He'll also be our primary catcher sometimes. Nick Dieguez returns from last year's team. He is now the ace. Werner Bergerberg has moved up to the number 2 after starting as our number 4, I believe, at the beginning of the series. Tarak Smith is now up to the number 3 spot in the rotation as we bring in rookie 19-year-old Mario Klein with Tier 3 Elite Four-Seamer, Tier 2 workhorse to fill the spot left by the retiring Bishop Fuller. Moving into the bullpen, Jacob Marshmallow, Elaine Munstar, Horace Heimlich, and Elliot Roundhouse all return from last year's club, while adding in ace reliever Steamboat Vassell from the Freebooters with his 2 Tier 3 scholarly traits. So that is the new look team, and we are going to make one roster move here before we start today's game. Scrolling through, we notice we have a severe lack of depth in center and right field, as we do not have anybody who can play center field outside of Rufo. And right field, we only have Estrada and Yoshida, and when Yoshida is catching, well, that becomes a problem. So we are going to go ahead and sign center fielder, I believe he's a rookie, actually. Let me see real quick. Grayson Parks, 34-year-old, B-. He's a good backup option. He's got great power off the bench, decent speed. His fielding's not great, but it'll work in a pinch, and the arm is lacking, but it is what it is. This is kind of the bottom of the barrel, best kind of cheapest option available kind of thing. His trait doesn't really matter. His chemistry doesn't do anything for us either. Looking at the other available options, Fungo and Damien are both too expensive, plus they're over their price points anyway. Hieronymus Jackson is firmly in regression, so he's going to continue to get worse. And he's actually a weaker fielder than Parks is, despite having a better arm and being a better bat. Juan Rojas can only play right field. He can no longer play catcher. Juanita Hernandez cannot play center field. She used to be able to, I believe. Billy LeBoink lost his backup playability as well in the outfield. He now can only play right field. Pope Foster, although being a utility player and a good contact bat with good fielding and good arm, he does not have the speed to play center field. Ava Blanc, who does have the flexibility to play the entire outfield, is again not fast enough to play center field, but also has a Tier 3 trait along with a Tier 2 negative. Both of them, of course, negative traits. And then Seymour Sox, who can play right field and center field, is over his price point, so he is not an option. Therefore, Grayson Parks is by default the best available option to us. So we'll be bringing him in to replace Bertha Banks, and we will also be saving $100,000. So, hey, let's go. Do lose Tier 3 Big Hack, which doesn't really do much for us because Banks is already a power hitter to begin with. If it was Tier 3 Little Hack, I would be more opposed to making this move. And we're also getting rid of Tier 2 First Pitch Prayer while adding in Tier 1 Sign Stealer, which won't really matter too much. Parks will primarily only be a pinch hitter, and he'll probably be a defensive sub sometimes. Alrighty, we're getting into the opening day matchup here for the Dogs as we take on the Beewolves here at home in the Motor Yard, where we were sent packing against the Sirloins at the end of last year. Beavis Ortiz will be on the mound. He is now the ace of the Beewolves, one of the only arms left in their original rotation still here after 3 seasons, entering his 4th, all of them with the Beewolves. He has Tier 2 Elite Forkball, and for us it's Dieguez on the mound with Tier 2 Composed, Tier 2 Clutch. Lineup is set. I think I had it set beforehand, so I'm going to make some adjustments. We are going to move Elroy to the 2 or Dano to the 2. I'm not sure. I think Elroy should be the 2 and Rufo the 1. Yeah, I think so, yeah. And then we'll make Dano... Yeah, Kira's not fast enough to be 2, and Crosby's too boom or bust for that. So we are going to make McFarland the 3. I believe she's the best hitter. Then it becomes Yoshida at the 4. Although with his speed, he should be above McFarland. So Yoshida 3, McFarland 4. We can make Carlton Starr the 5, I think. Could also make him the 4. Yeah, we want him above Jones for sure. We can have him above McFarland. Yeah, Starr will be the 4, McFarland the 5, you have Jones the 6. We'll move Beckham Crosby, the rookie, to 7, and then we'll have Kira Nutmeg bat number 8 with Dieguez on the mound batting number 9, as we're going to wear our regular homes today. Actually, we should wear our alternates because I'm going to have the Beewolves wear their alternates because I like their alternates. I like the yellow. Of course, I'm a sucker for yellow. It's my favorite color. Lineup for the Beewolves. Dexter is still here. He's leading off at shortstop. Nolan Luncaster returns at second base. Kobe Kingman returns at first base. Kid Gutterson is at third. Cover athlete Hammerlong Ballo makes the jump from... He wasn't on the Sirloins in the playoffs, so wherever he went, he has left and gone to the Beewolves. Now on his 3rd different team here in the series. He's in right field. Vinder Hawkins is in center. Rookie Everett Terrell will be catching as he replaces the loss of their primary catcher. I forget who it is off the top of my head. And then Benny Ballmer is in left field today getting the start, as he's the only left fielder on the roster. That is a huge oversight for them. I guess they're banking on Dexteras moving there from time to time and maybe having Ayala play short. Let's jump into it and have some fun here as we get it on here at the Modi Yard. We'll also take a closer look at the Beewolves bench once we get into the action here today. Want to see who they got over there stashed on their bench, ready to put in at a moment's notice. Welcome back, everybody, to Overdogs Baseball. It has been a little bit. Hopefully your days are going well. And I hope you enjoy the show. Well, look at that. They let McFarland and Estrada go out there to meet the opposing captains. How nice of them. Give the rookies their first taste of the league. Dexter is leading off. Shortstop with Tier 1 fastball hitter active here against Dieguez. Take a look at the Beewolves bench real quick. They have Scoops tomahawking at backup second baseman. Steve Monstour is still here. He is now still the backup catcher. Gabriel Ayala is a rookie shortstop. He will be sporadically coming in off the bench as a utility infielder. Helena Bigsby is brought over from the Buzzards. Rafi Slaps, who was on our team last year, is now the backup third baseman. And then in their rotation, Anita Beans, their number 2. Warren Yout, our former ace, is number 3. Cecil Sawyer, another former Overdog, is number 4. Gertie Goatman, the long reliever, is in the bullpen. They added Chuck Filthwick, the ace reliever from the Grass Eaters. Harsh All Day, young reliever, back on the team for his 2nd year. Doug Nerdward, former Overdog, and Smack Avery, their closer, is still here, and he's up to a B+, adding reverse splits to his K collector trait. Ooh, that is big, especially on a left-hander. All right, hopefully we don't have to see him late. Diego's ready to go. His first season as the Overdogs ace starts with a 2-seamer up and in as it's skied to left of center. Rufo in, makes the catch for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out for Dieguez. Nolan Luncaster up next, second baseman in with Tier 2 Stealer, which activates on the base pass. Dieguez, of course, was the number 2 last year in the rotation, pitching behind Warren Yount, who was let go after 3 starts last season for underperforming massively. Dieguez evens up the count there, 1-1 on the cutter. Dieguez then became the de facto ace in the postseason, which actually is not true because Bishop Fuller was added to the team for the playoffs. So he was still the number 2, but he pitched really well, and he's earned the confidence of us to be our ace. Gets Lancaster to swing through that slider. It's now 1-2, trying to put him away. Two-seamer up and away is fouled back. Still 1-2. Throw down in the dirt. Swung through strike 3. Crosby blocks it, picks it up, and fires the first. 2 down. First punch out on the year for Dieguez, and that'll bring up Kobe Kingman, one of the OG Beewolves batters. First baseman with Tier 1 consistent. He's also added Tier 2 noodle arm to his game. Cutter up and in on the first one. That's a strike at the letters at 1. Two-seamer down and away. Swung through at 0-2. Cutter down and in. Chased inside strike 3. He gone. Second punch out for Dieguez, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 1, Rufo action, and Yoshida coming up against Ortiz. Rays Rufo back, was on the playoff roster last year, and he impressed us so much that we decided to bring him back full-time here in year 4. Albeit at a little bit cheaper price. He was making $15 million in the playoffs. He is now down to $13.3 million. Tier 2 high pitch is his trade of choice against Beavis, who has the forkball trait, the Tier 2, and there is the forkball in there down the middle, 0-1. Curveball down in the dirt, 1-1. Good news for Rufo, we did improve his trait to Tier 2 as he played the entire postseason with it at Tier 1. Heater up and away, late swing, 1-2, just under it. Curveball down is chopped foul as he chases it out of the zone, 1-2. Slider up and away, hit well by Rufo down the left field line into the corner. That will be run down by Ballmer, 1 out. Elroy up next, second baseman, Tier 2, first pitch Slayer, first pitch and fastball hitter both active. Here with the knees on the first one, blasted by Elroy deep to center field, hit well. That is going to hang up out there for Hawkins, 2 down. Next up, Dano Yoshida, one of the big new additions in free agency, coming over from the rival Buzzards. He is now going to be the primary right fielder and also act as our catcher from time to time. First pitch heater inside for a strike, 0-1 as he replaces track statsman on the roster, who was very underwhelming his 3 years here. Looked off and away high, 1-1. Heated down the way, lined over short, and Yoshida is going to start his career with the Overdogs on a positive note, dropping in a blue base hit over the leaping glove of Dexteras. He's on with 2 down for Carlton Starr. Tier 2 first pitch Slayer active here for the former Heaters. Pitch out on the first one, nothing doing as that wastes our trait. Heater down and in, that's a strike, 1-1. Runner goes. Heater down and in, that's a strike called, and I accidentally hit the back button by mistake. That would have been a stolen base, and instead we're picked off because I'm stupid. Hey. Yay for accidental human inputs. God, I'm stupid. Top 2, Gutterson, Longballo, and Hawkins coming up. Here's Gutterson, third baseman with Tier 2 RBI hero, Tier 2 wild thrower, neither of which active here at this time. Slider from the first pitch, middle plate, foul back by Gutterson, 0-1 as that was a challenge pitch from Dieguez. Put it down and in, off the plate inside, 1-1. Two-seamer up and in. That's a strike, 1-2. Throw down the way. He gone, chased in the dirt. Crosby blocks, throw to first, 1 down. Third punch out for Dieguez, 3 in a row. Hey, Tail, welcome in, buddy. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day's been well. What's good? That's a good question. Not my base running ability. I've already proven that here through 1 inning. But other than that, everything else is peachy keen. Hopefully everything's alright with you. Hammer up, Tier 1 fastball hitter, making his first at bat in a Beewolves uniform. He was signed this offseason. Slider hit back up the middle, and that is a 1-out single. First hit today for the Beewolves offense goes to Hammer. Vander Hawkins up next, center fielder batting in the 6th slot today for the Beewolves. Check of the runner, two-seamer up and in, that is popped up. Right on the plate is Crosby, as that's going to sneak into fair play. Makes the catch for the 2nd out. And that is going to lock in Dieguez. Here's rookie catcher Everett Terrell, or Terrell as I'll pronounce it. 19-year-old getting his first career Super Mega League at bat. Curveball down and in on the first one. That's ripped foul out of play. 0-1. Caught him out in front. Terrell's a well-rounded hitter. He's a good hitter prospect. He doesn't have a lot of speed. Most catchers don't. He also is only about an average fielder with a below-average arm. So one of the reasons why we did not choose him to be the new catcher on the roster is we were looking for a defensive-minded catcher, and he is not one. He's more offensive, like most of the catchers that come out of the youth departments here. Cutter down and away, grounded right at the shortstop Star, who charges in for the first, and that ends the inning. So the Beewolves get their first hit on the single by long baller, but nothing comes of it. Bottom two, Star, McFarland, and Jones coming up. Carlton Stars at bat resets as we unfortunately got Yoshida caught stealing the Star end the inning. First pitch Slayer once again active. Ball at the knees on the first one, hit up the middle. Diving Dexter is up the middle and make the stab. Throw to first, not in time. Infield single for Star as he beats it out. Leadoff man on for rookie Mira McFarland. First baseman getting her first career at bat. She does have tier 2 pinch perfect, but that does not matter as she is going to be the starting first baseman for most of the season. Curveball down and away. Strike called 0-1. Heater down, chased and bowed off 0-2. There it goes. Fork ball in there for a called strike 3. Throw down to second in the dirt and mishandled by Dexter as it's a free stolen base for Star. Strikeout is the first today for Ortiz. One down for new addition left fielder Filet Jones, who comes over from the Sirloins. Coming off a ring at the end of last season as he was on the team that defeated us in the postseason. Now sporting that ring, he's picked up a new contract here with the Dogs as he comes over to play left field. 23-year-old still has plenty of room to development, and we are a big fan of that Tier 3 Little Hack trait. Hopefully we get to see it in action today, which will be plus 40 to contact, minus 5 to power. And his power is already substantial in the 90s, as I believe it is sitting at a 99. It is maxed out. First pitch slider outside, 1-0, as Ortiz wisely misses the plate. And then he misses again low, so Little Hack will not activate this at bat. 2-0 to Jones. Heater up. Ooh, he took a mighty swing and he missed it high. 2-1, just a little late. Heater at the knees, and he hits it well to center field, but he didn't quite barrel it. Right to Hawkins for the second out as the runner tags and draws the throw. Star will remain at second. 2 down for rookie catcher Beckham Crosby. First career bat for him. Let's see if he can bring home his first career RBI and pick up his first career hit. Much like Jones, he is an extreme power hitter, except he doesn't quite have as much contact as Jones. He is basically at a contact below 10. It is 3. Oh boy. Talk about extreme. Heater down and in, that's a strike on the first one, 0-1. Curveball up and in, strike call 0-2. That reminds you, for those of you familiar with my earlier content on SMB3, this will remind you back to the young days of Cole the Fishman Salmon, the power second baseman for the Freebooters franchise, who started out as Dan Ugla, which is either a boom or bust hitter, and developed into one of the most consistent hitters this game had ever seen. Ball down, hard hit in the hole to left field, and Crosby has his first career hit here around third. We're going to test it. Here's the throw. It's a good one. Star retreats. Good throw from Ballmer. Crosby on with his first career hit. Let's get that ball. And that'll bring up Nutmeg, the new addition from the Sawteeth, playing third base in place of Hack Liner. Looking to bring him home. She is tier 2 base rounder. Curveball up in there for a called strike as he gets a favorable call from the umpires. That didn't even touch the zone. Curveball down and in, this time misses inside. 1-1. Heater down the middle, and Nutmeg was lulled to sleep on it late. 1-2. Heater up hard, hit the short right at Dexter as though on a hop. He'll make the play to first, and that will end the inning. 2 stranded for the Dogs. Top 3, Ballmer, Ortiz, and Dexteras coming up. All right. Benny Ballmer up next, left fielder batting in the 8th slot today. He's the only listed left fielder on the Beewolves roster with the primary position out there. As that first pitch rocked to deep left center over Rufo's head as that's going to hit the base of the wall in left center just under the Boston Crab sign. And he will trot into second with a leadoff double as Ballmer makes a statement to start the third. Jumped on that first pitch fastball, and that'll bring up Beavis. Pitcher ready to bunt him over. Two-seamer up, bunt shown, pulled back, strike called, 0-1. Cutter up, hit off the mound. Diego's over, no one covered third, so he has to go to first with it, 1 down. Sacrifice successful for Dexteras. He's up 0 for 1, runner at third as we bring the infield in. Trying to keep it scoreless. Dexteras flew out to left center his first time up on the first pitch he saw. Go down and in. Sky down the left field line. That is plenty deep to get the run home as Jones into the corner. Nice catch for the second out. Noodle arm did not activate at tier 2, but it doesn't matter as the runner slides in safely. Sack fly for Dexteras. Beewolves on the board first. It's 1-0. Here's Lancaster, struck out his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 as Diego is no longer locked in. Slider away, hit deep by Lancaster to right center field, and that one is going to bring the sting as it's off the batter's eye. Home run for Lancaster as he teed up the slider, and he sent it back where it came from. First homer of the year for him. And that, for Lancaster, had to feel good because he did not play well in year 3. So hopefully that turns his luck around. That's what he's thinking anyway. Kingman up next. He also struck out his first at bat as he chased an inside cutter. Teasing up and away in the first one outside. 1-0. Cutter up and away. Strike called to Kingman. 1-1. Slided down and in off the plate inside. 2-1. He's down and away. Lined over first. That is going to be a bloop base hit and right. That is 3 straight 2-out hits here for the Beewolves. Kingman keeps it alive for Gutterson. He's over 1. Slide it down and in on the first one. Strike called, 0-1. Right up and in. Blasted by Gutterson deep to center field. Hit pretty well. Rufo on the run. He's out of room at the wall. Leaping out of his reach into the batter's eye area. Dead center. Keg Gutterson muscles up a fastball, and he puts it in the over the wall there, dead center. First homer of the year. It is 4-0 Beewolves here, all with 2 outs in the third. Long ball up, 1 form with the singles. That is 4 straight 2-out hits. And Diego is now tense. He started the inning locked in. Fastball hitter active for Longball, who singled his first plate appearance. Cutter down and in, low and inside, 1-0. Slide it down in the way, out of the zone, 2-0. Teasing up and away. Outside, it's 3-0. Composed activates to tier 2 for Dieguez. For ball and in, drops in for a strike, 3-1. Slide it down and in. Ball 4, first walk for Dieguez. That is 5 straight batters to reach with 2 outs. Here's Hawkins, over 1. Up and in, hard hitting the hole to short. Star watches it roll past him into left field as he did not have the angle on it to dive. 2 on and 2 outs now. That is going to bring up Terrell, the rookie, who's over 1. Go down in the way. Well, golfed into left center field, but that's going to hang up for Rufo, and that ends the inning. But 4 score for the Beewolves here with 2 outs as they get a sac fly from Dexteras and 2 home runs in the inning, 1 by Lancaster and 1 by Gutterson. 4-0 bottom 3. Dieguez leads off. He is tense, and it's back to the top of the Dogs lineup looking to find some answers against Ortiz. First pitch heater in there to the tense Dieguez, 0-1. Slide up and away is a strike called, 0-2. Heater up and in is popped up right at Lancaster at second, 1 down. Rufo up next, he's 0 for 1. Trying to get it started with rally starter and high pitch both active. Slider hung on the first pitch high, fouled off late, 0-1. Heater way late swing, 0-2. Rufo flew out the left his first at bat. Chased a high, strike 3. Second punch out for Ortiz as he waves Rufo bye-bye. 2 down for Action, who's 0 for 1. Flew out the center his first at bat. Heater at the knees, line hard to center field, but again right at Hawkins. 1-2-3 inning for Ortiz. Top 4, Balmer, Ortiz, and Dexteras coming up. Here's Balmer. He started the inning with a double last time up, and Beewolves then sent 9 men to the plate. Slider from away. Outside 1-0. Cutter middle in. Balmer dribbles it to short up the middle as he missed it off the end of the bat. Star to his left makes the play. 1 down. Next up Ortiz. Sack bunt his first time up, so no official at bat yet today. Cutter up and away. Hit off the end of the bat to short. Right at Star on a hop. He'll make the play. 2 down. Next up Dexter 0 for 1 with a sac fly last time up. Deep down the left field line. He smoked it. Dribble down on the way. Outside 1-0. Slide down and in. Sat on, but inside 2-0. Zoom down on the way. Dexter is taking outside. 3-0 as Composed activates. Ball away. Drops in for a strike. 3-1. Slide up and in. Dexter pulls it deep down the left field line into the corner. Jones giving chase, but it's out of reach. Full count. Cutter down and in. Chased it inside. Strike 3. Another punch out for Dieguez. I believe that's his 4th. Bottom 4, we're down 4-0 still. Yoshida, Star, and McFarland coming up. Good bounce back inning for Dieguez, though. He does not allow a base runner. Bottom 4, hard to line up for the Dogs. Here's Yoshida. Singled his first time up and then was caught trying to steal. So I mistakenly hit the back button. Slider inside, 1-0. Fork ball down on the way. That's a strike, 1-1. Heat him in the wind. Hard roll grounder to short right at Dexterez on a hop. 1 down as he makes the play. Ortiz locked in. Here's Star. 1-1 with a single. Deep down in the way. Strike called on the corner. 0-1. Slider inside. 1-1 from Ortiz. Slider from in. Rip foul. 1-2. Slider down and in. Blooped over short. That's going to hang up for Lancaster, though. They're at second, actually. 2 down. And here's McFarland, the rookie, who struck out looking her first time up. Slider down the way at the knees. 0-1. Hit up and in. Foul back. 0-2. Chased it in the dirt, strike 3, but it gets off the glove of Terrell. Throw down to first just in time. That ends the inning. Third punch out today for Ortiz. Top 5, Lancaster, Kingman, and Gutterson coming up. Alright, not going well. Here's Lancaster. Solo homer his last at bat. He's 1 for 2. Slide it down and in the first one. Strike called. 0-1. Cut up and in. Chased it inside. It fooled him. 1-2. 0-2. Yeah, guy's still tense. He's going to be down in the way. Chased, fouled back. Still 0-2. Right up and away. Hit off the end of the bat to first. Picked by McFarland on a hop. Takes it to the bag herself. 1 down. Here's Kingman. 1 for 2 with a single. Couple down and in on the first one. Low. 1-0. Right up and away. Kingman pops it up foul. McFarland over near the groundskeeper area. Leaps and it's off the fence. 1-1. In. Jammed him to right center on the sky ball. Rufo over. Puts it away. 2 down. Next up Gutterson. 2-run bomb last time up. He's 1 for 2. Sliding down and in on the first one. Inside. 1-0. 2-seamer away. Gutterson hits it off the end of the bat to second. Liner is right at action there as he makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 5, it's 4-0. Jones, Crosby, and Nutmeg coming up. There's Jones. He's 0 for 1 today. Ball away. Strike called. 0-1. Hack activates a tier 3 for him. Checked inside. It's quickly 0-2, and that'll keep it active. Curveball hangs lined into center field, and Jones makes great contact on that one. His first hit of the season. Drop that one right into center, and here's Crosby. Rookie 1 for 1 with a single. Curveball down in the way, off the corner, low, 1-0. Hit up away, high hopper to third up the line, backhanded by Gutterson. Throw to second clean is 1 out. Lancaster across to first. It's a 5-4-3 double play. 2 down, bases empty for Nutmeg, who's 0 for 1. Heater down and in inside, 1-0. Heater middle in, hit well to right field by Nutmeg, but right at long ballo. Easy handles for him. It's going to end the inning. Top six, we're still down 4-0. Long ballo, Hawkins, and Terrell coming up. There's long ballo, 1-for-1 with a single and a walk today. Tier 1 fastball hitter active. Double down on the way. Hit up the first base line. Fair ball over the bag into the right field corner. Good swing by Hammer. He's 2 for 3 as he'll be the lead off the inning with a single this time in the 6th. Next up, Hawkins, 1 for 2 with a single. Dieguez is back to neutral mojo here. Cutter away. Out of the zone. 1-0. Down. Chop to first right at McFarland. Throw to second. 1. Star back to McFarland. Double play. Love to see it. 3-6-3. 2 down. Base empty for Terrell, who's 0 for 2. Cutter up and away in the first pitch. Pulled foul by Terrell, out of play. 0-1. Down and in. Pulled foul. 0-2 as he missed contact there. Just missed the barrel. Slide down in the way. Outside. 1-2. Cutter up and in. High. 2-2. 2-seamer up and away. Outside. 3-2. Post activates. Slider away. Hit on the hole to short off the end of the bat. Star backhands deep in the hole. Throw to first. In time to end the inning. 1-2-3 for Dieguez. Bottom 6. We're down 4-0. Dieguez due to lead off. Then Rufo and action. Probably going to pinch hit for Nicky here. When did Dieguez lose his 4-seam? He never had a 4-seam, actually. He's always had only a 2-seamer and a cutter. He's one of those rare pitchers as a starter that never starts with a 4-seamer. Yep, he's all about that movement. Dieguez is going to be done here. 6 innings. Gives up 4 runs, 2 homers. I think, what is it, 6 hits, I believe? 7 hits, 1 walk, struck out 4. He didn't have a horrible day. It's just that 3rd inning was rough, and he gave up 2 homers in that short time frame, and, you know, the offense just hasn't shown up yet. Takes first pitch heater inside for a first pitch ball. Pinch hitting off the bench here. We're going to go ahead and hand it over to I want to save roads and parks. Let's do rookie Rash Estrada, the left fielder and right fielder here as he'll pinch hit. First career at bat for the 19-year-old outfielder. Decent bat off the bench. He takes a heater low. It's quickly 2-0 from Ortiz, who's still locked in, by the way. Curve off and in. That's a strike. Caught me off guard. Looking heater. 2-1. Another curve drops in. 2-2. Good pitch from Ortiz to get back in it. Heater middle in. Hard hit in the hole to right field, and that's a base knock for Estrada. Pinch hitter delivers with his first career hit. Let's get that ball. Rufo up next. He's 0 for 2. Tier 2 high pitch active. Slider in the dirt, taken 1-0. Heater away, line down the left field line by Rufo into the corner, and that is going to slice fair as it gets into the corner. Ballmer cuts it off right before the wall. That'll be a double for Rufo. 2 in scoring position, nobody out. Now the wheel's starting to turn for the Dogs. Here's action. 0 for 2. He has flown out on 2 pitches, twice to dead center field. Forkball misses inside, 1-0 as first pitch Slayer gone. Another fork in there, 1-1. Slider put in, checked, strike called, 1-2. Heater put in, jams action as he wasn't ready for it. Shallow right, in on it, long ballo for the first out as we're going to hold. It's way too shallow to run on. Next up going to be Yoshida, 1 for 2 with a single. Grounded out to short, last him up as the curve drops in there at the knees, 0-1. Slide up and in, grounded hard to second, right at Lancaster. He'll take the out at first. RBI ground out for Yoshida as Estrada scores. Runner to third on the play. It's 4-1. Dogs on the board. Here's Star with Tier 2 RBI hero and Tier 2 first pitch Slayer. Will he get a good one to drive on the first one as Ortiz trying to stop the bleeding at 1. Heater down and in, and no he's not as that's hit back past Ortiz into center field. Star with a first pitch single drives in the second run. It's 4-2. Ortiz down to neutral. Here's rookie McFarland, 0 for 2. Pick off back safely is going to be Star. Slider low, 1-0. Pick off back safely again is Star. That's his second disengagement. Slider middle in. Turned on by McFarland. We have liftoff into the right field seats. Over the high wall as it's in the doghouse. Mira McFarland's first career hit is a 2-run bomb as she turns on an inside heater and puts it in the seats. 4-4. We're back. Dogs climb all the way out of the 4-run hole. Jones up next, 1 for 2 with a single. Ortiz now tense. Curve off and in, that's a strike. That activates Little Hack. Here we go. Chased it high, 0-2. There we go. It stays active. Chased it up and in, broken bat pop up to first. There's Kingman, and that ends the inning. But a good inning for the Dogs as we rally with 4. Okay, what's the plan here? Crosby is due up first next inning. I think we make the move here. Estrada to right. He has the better arm compared to Parks. And we'll double switch him in, taking Crosby out, moving Yoshida to catcher. Okay, perfect. All right, coming out of the bullpen in the tie game. We are going to turn it over here in the 7th. To Horace Heimlich as he will take over on the mound first. We'll sub off Crosby. Estrada will stay in and bat third next inning as he will move with Yoshida to catcher. Estrada to right. And Heimlich's only going to be pitching the 7th as he's due up first next inning. Tier 3 Elite 4-seamer. Heimlich entering his 4th year, all of them with the Dogs. Heater down, withdrew a 1. Longest serving member of the bullpen here for us. Pitched well in the playoffs. Fast curveball foul back 0-2. Unfortunately, his regular season did not end on a great note as he took a line drive to the face, effectively making him useless for the last quarter of the regular season last year. Thankfully, he bounced back well in the playoffs as he's quickly ahead 0-2 on Ballmer here with clutch active. Change it down the way. Chased it, strike 3, he gone. First punch up for Heimlich. He is pumped. Beavis up next, pitcher 0 for 1. No pinch hitter coming. Heater away on the first one. Check strike. 0-1. Heater up and in. High. 1-0. Change middle of the plate. Ortiz fouls it back. 1-2 as he was late on it. Curl down and in. Oh, just low. He does not get the call that the umpire has been giving to Ortiz all day. Remember, Ortiz has been getting this high strike right here just out of the zone. That one's in the zone. So this umpire does not like the low inside corner, it appears. Heater up and away. He gone with right through it. Back-to-back strikeouts for Heimlich. 2 down for Dexteras, 0 for 2 with an RBI sac fly earlier. First pitch going to be a changeup away. Line to left field as Dexteras goes with it. He'll be on with a 2-out single as Noodle Arm activated there, and he'll advance to second as I hit first by accident. Oh, that's lovely. Lancaster now with the RBI chance. Solo homer earlier in the game. He's 1 for 2. Good arm behind the plate. Good wheels at second. Yoshida versus Dexteras, who will win the fight. Curl down the way. In the dirt. 1-0. Cheeky. Down and in, line at the middle, and that is going to get the job done as that is unfortunate activation of Noodle Arm combined with clutch 2-out hitting from Lancaster as that is going to be a 5-4 Beewolves lead. Second RBI of the day for the second baseman. Kingman up next, 1 for 3 with a single. Down and in. Foul back, 0-1. That does suck, indeed. Change down the way. Kingman low, taking it, 1-1. Curve up and in. Chased it inside, 1-2. Down and in. Jammed him on the ground to third. Nutmeg charges in, throws to first. That ends the inning. But it's clutch 2-out hitting from Dexteras with heads-up base running, and then Lancaster drives him home. 5-4, Beewolves lead. Bottom 7, it's the pitcher slot first, then Nutmeg and Estrada, bottom of the lineup for the Dogs. This is where the rally started last time, as we'll pinch hit for Heimlich, coming off the bench. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to outfielder Grayson Parks, the rookie 34-year-old center fielder. Tier 1 Sign Stealer active, meaning 5% chance on every pitch for him to know what pitch is coming. He is an extreme power hitter, basically, with decent speed, decent fielding, and a weak arm, basically. Ortiz staying out there to start the 7th inning. Heater away, outside, 1-0. Heater down and in, line hard to center field, but it's going to hang up out there for Hawkins, 1 down. Next up, Nutmeg, 0 for 2 today. Flew out the right last at bat. Curveball floats in there for a strike from Ortiz, 0-1. Curve inside, 1-1. Heater down the way, hit off the end of the bat to short. A slow roller for Dexterez, 2 down. Here's Estrada, rookie 1 for 1 with a single, and a run scored. Down the way low, 1-0. Curveball hung in there for a strike, good pitch, 1-1. Heater up, line down the line by Estrada in right, but he's late, fouled it off, 1-2. Heater up and in, chopped up the middle of the short. Dexterez ranging to his left, takes his time, throw to first, and that ends the inning, 1-2-3. We sub Parkson and right. I'm going to say no. Estrada has the better arm. So subbing in here to keep us in the game, it's Elaine Munstar with Tier 3 gets ahead. Top 8, 5-4 the score. Gutterson, Longball, and Hawkins coming up. Here's Gutterson, 2-run homer earlier. He's 1 for 3 as Munstar entering her 3rd year here on the team. She entered in year 2, of course. Hardliner to short, picked by Starr on a hop. He smothered it. Throw to first, 1 down. Great play, Carlton, as Gutterson retired. 1 pitch, 1 out for Munstar. Here's Longballo. 2 for 2 today, 2 singles and a walk. He is locked in. Having himself a game. First pitch curveball down and in. That's hit hard to second. Right at action on the backhand, though. He'll make the play. 2 down. 2 pitches, 2 outs for Munstar. Here's Hawkins, 1 for 3 with a single. Gets that active at Tier 3. 2-seamer up and in. Taking all the way wisely to avoid the 3-pitch inning. 0-1. Get it away. Threw it, doors, 0-2. Go down the way, outside and low, 1-2. You see him up and in. Popped him up out in front of the plate. Yoshida out of the crouch. Puts it away. 1-2-3 inning for Munstar. Bottom 8, Rufo, Action, and Yoshida, top of the lineup, coming up. Here's Rufo, 1 for 3 with a double. Tier 2 rally starter, 2-2 high pitch, both active against Ortiz. Heater up and in on the first pitch, line hard to center field, but it's right at Hawkins, 1 down. Unlucky there. Action up next, he's 0 for 3. Slider inside off the plate, 1-0. Heater taken low, it's 2-0 quickly. Slider hangs, lined into center field, and Action slaps a hit up the middle. He's 1 for 4. Tying run at first here with 1 down for the Dogs. That brings up Yoshida, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Or RBI groundout, sorry. And that'll bring in ace reliever Chuck Filthwick as he will double switch in for Ortiz as he's going to try and get the 5-out save. 7 1/3 innings for Ortiz, 4 runs given up, 9 hits, 3 strikeouts. He is in line for the win. Runner at first, his responsibility though. Out of the subbing in defensively is infielder rookie Gabriel Ayala. He will take over at 3rd for Gutterson. A wise choice there, fielding-wise. However, the arm is extremely weak. And actually, Ayala is going to be playing shortstop. Dexterez is moving over to 3rd, so no arm penalty there for Ayala. Dexterez will still have a pretty good arm at 3rd. That's a problem. And no fielding penalty either at short. Oof, tough. First pitch heater from Filthwick, 1-0. Pick off, back safely as Action, 1-0. Remains the count. Heater up, hard grounder to short, right at Ayala, backhanded to second 1, Lungcaster to first, double play, and that ends the inning. Go figure. Right at the new guy. Top 9, it's 5-4, Terrell, Ballmer, and Ayala coming up. Munstar needs a clean 2nd inning to keep us back by 1. Here's Terrell, 0 for 3. Heater down to the rookie catcher, lined up the middle, and that's going to be his first career hit. Rufo cuts it off and gets it in as he'll be on to lead off the 9th with a single. Roll that ball in for him. Ballmer up next, 1 for 3 with a double. He has got Tier 2 clutch active. Check of the runner. Curveball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Check of the runner again by Munstar. Heater down and away, fouled off, 0-2. 2-seamer away. Chopped over to short. Charging Star barehands the second one. Action to first, not in time. A little slow. One down on the fielder's choice for rookie shortstop Gabriel Ayala with his first career bat coming up. Just subbed in last inning and helped turn a double play ball on the first batted ball he saw in his career. Two-seamer up and away on the first pitch. Pulled deep to left field by Ayala as he jumps on it, but he's out in front. Jones cuts it off there at the warning track for the second out as the runner retreats to first. Bro has one power. That's true. I gotta check it, actually. Let's see what his rating is, actually. He is 5 power. Yeah, it's pretty damn close. Dexter is up back to the top of the lineup. 1 for 3 with an RBI sac fly. He's also doubled today here. Curveball down and away in the first pitch. Low, 1-0. Curveball down and in. Hitting the hole to first. That's a base hit. McFarland was stuck holding the runner there as that's poked through the right side. 2 on, 2 down now for the Beewolves, looking to bring home an insurance run. Here is Lancaster, the man of the hour. RBI double and a solo homer earlier. He's 2 for 4 with 2 runs driven in so far. Heater up and in from one star. Jammed at the middle. Elroy dives out of his reach into center field. Rufo comes up throwing as the runner's going to try and score. Here's the throw to the plate. Just late! What a throw from Rufo. It was on the money. But Ballmer's speed gets him home with the clutch trait active. If that's not active, he is dead to rights at the plate. And there is the insurance run the Beewolves needed as they are now up 6-4. Kingman 1 for 4 with a single. He would have been out. He would have been out. I think this umpire's been hosing us all day. I think if Clutch isn't active there, he's definitely out. I think we get the call if that's the case. Two-seamer down in the way on the first one. Kingman rips it hard and foul. 0-1. Peter down and in. Inside. 1-1. We need a replay review? I wish. That's the one thing I wish was in this game. I wish they had replays. Curveball down and in. Up the first base line, fair ball. McFarland cuts it off, races to the bag, and wins the foot race against Kingman to end the inning. But we're down to our last 3 outs as the Beewolves get the insurance run. 6-4, bottom 9. Star, McFarland, and Jones coming up. Star 2 for 3, locked in with Tier 2 first pitch Slayer. Going to look to come through against Filthwick. 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Chuck is staying out there, going for the 5-inning save as he got the double play ball to end last inning. First pitch up and in, a two-seamer off the plate, 1-0. Next pitch in there at the knees on the two-seamer, 1-1 from Chuck. That two-seamer misses inside, it's 2-1. Slider away, line at the middle over the diving glove of Ayala in the left center, it's a base hit. And Star does his job to lead off the inning, and that brings the tying run to the plate. Rookie Mira McFarland stepping in. 2-run bomb last time up as she turned on an inside heater and put it over the big right field wall. Does she have another clutch hit in that bat of hers? Star's run at first does not count for anything. We need McFarland. Filthwick sets, fires, two-seamer inside, 1-0. He's been working inside here against left-handers. Heater down and in there at the knees. Got the favorable call again. 1-1. Heater up hard, hit back off the mound as it's under the glove of Filthwick. No time to react. Tying run on base, winning run coming to the plate with nobody out, and it's Big Filet Jones. 1 for 3 with a single. Broken bat pop out to first last time up. Jones looking to demolish. Filthwick sets, checks the runners. First pitch heater up and in, high, 1-0. Good thought. Don't want to activate Little Hack here with Jones. Ump is wearing a Beewolves jersey underneath that jacket. I would not be surprised if he was. Heater up and in, 2-0. Okay, so Little Hack will not be seen in this at-bat. It all comes down to Jones versus Filthwick. Guarantee you the next pitch is a strike. And he got the call again, right there. Frame in the black, 2-1. Although, to be fair, this one is a lot closer than the other two. So, I'm not as mad at this one, but I'm just pointing out a trend. 2-1. Slider up and in, misses high and inside, 3-1. Heater up, down the right field line, slicing foul. Jones just late on the high away heater, 3-2. Hot up and in, he got to it, but he skied it right at Hawkins on the soft liner, 1 down. Runners have to freeze. Pitcher Elaine Munstar up next, pinch hitting off the bench. Backup first baseman Lewis Rhodes as the third-year player. Second here on our roster. He originally came up with the wide loads. Is going to bat right-handed here. Can he deliver? He's given us a few clutch hits before in his career. Another one will be key right now. Filthwick up at 15 pitches now, starting to slightly tire a bit. First pitch to Rhodes. Heater on the outside corner, 0-1. Heater down and in, line to left field hard, but it hangs up for Balmer. 2 down. That brings it all down on the shoulders of Kira Nutmeg, who's 0 for 3 today at third. Lining out twice, grounding out once. Can the new third baseman deliver her first hit as a dog? 2 down. She represents the winning run. Filthwick set. Checks the runners. Fires home. Slider outside. 1-0. Sets again. Next pitch. Heater in the dirt. 2-0 count to Nutmeg, who's does not have a lot of power in that bat. She's primarily known for contact. Can she find a gap? Remember, she has base rounder too, so she can easily turn a double into a triple. Infield is guarding the lines, trying to prevent a shot hard up the line here. Heater down and in there at the knees. 2-1. Heater down the way. Hard hit in the hole right into left field, and that's going to get it done. Loaded up. We're now running on Balmer with clutch. Winning run now at first, and it's rookie Rash Estrada. Biggest moment of his young career, in only his third career at bat. Nowhere to put him. Bases full. 2 down in the 9th. Tying run is at second. Double will tie it. Possibly win it with Nutmeg's speed and the base rounder traded tier 2 now instead of tier 1. Let's see if Estrada has a little bit of magic in that bat. Can the young man deliver? Filthwick now up over 20 pitches. He is at half stamina, starting to retire. Or starting to tire. Gotta work it. First pitch, Heater inside from Filthwick, 1-0. Heater up and in there for a strike. Got the call. That's actually a strike, 1-1. Heater low, 2-1. Good take from Estrada. Slider hangs, pulled to left center field, that is down, and it's in the gap. Nutmeg on her horse, heading for third. Hawkins has it, gets it to the relay man. Nutmeg around third. Kingman's throw home, not in time. Bases clearing double. Rash Estrada walks it off, and the Dogs win 7-6 on opening day as it all aligned perfectly. The young batters came through, and Nutmeg's trait comes in clutch. Dogs rally twice from multiple runs down to win 7-6 the final here at Motor Yard on opening day in year 4. Welcome back, Overdogs baseball. That is awesome. Not gonna lie, they had us in the first half. That one bad inning in the third where we got 2 outs really quickly, and we just couldn't get them out. We had the sac fly, then the home run, then a walk, then a 2-run homer, then a single, then another single. And then I think we got him out after that. But yeah, those 4 runs, that was the only bad inning for Dieguez. His other 5, masterful. Bottom 6, we rally back from 4 down. We get 4 of our own, capping off with the home run from McFarland. Then in the 7th, they break through with some cheeky base running. Heads up play by Dexteres on the noodle arm throw. And then Lancaster came through in the clutch, bringing home his second RBI. Then in the 9th, they get their insurance run on a questionable call at the plate, thanks to clutch on Balmer. And then in the 9th, we work Filthwick, load him up, and the rookie found a gap. And Nutmeg had the right trade at first base to score all the way from first on that double, despite the good throw from Hawkins to the relay man. What a game. 3 hits today for Lancaster. He had the solo home run. He also had an RBI single and another RBI single on top of that as well, with Balmer scoring there in the 9th inning. Gutterson had the big 2-run homer as he got the other runs across on the board, and then Dexteres had a sac fly. Hitless today for them, just Ortiz and Ayala. Everyone else at least managed 1 hit. Had 1 walk for Longballo there. For us, everybody got a hit today except pinch hitters Parks and Rhodes, and Dieguez, of course, being a pitcher. Big day for rookie Rash Estrada off the bench, getting 2 hits as he drives in the go-ahead 3 runs on the walk-off double there in the 9th. Shout out to the rookie in his first action. Hits for Nutmeg. Crosby had his first career hit. McFarland had her first career home run. That was a big 2-run bomb there to tie it up in the 6th with the hit over the right field wall. That was an absolute missile. Star and Yoshida each drive-in runs as well. I believe Yoshida's was on a ground out. Star's was on a single. And Star also had 3 hits. McFarland 2, Estrada 2. Not bad. Everyone got at least 1 hit, except obviously Dieguez and the pinch hitters. A couple of them. Pitching lines, Ortiz, 7 1/3 innings. Both starters were great today. He had 9 hits, 4 runs given up, 3 strikeouts, 1 homer. He also only had 1 bad inning, which was the 6th. ERA sits at 4.91 here. He'll get a no decision. Chuck Filthwick was great in his first inning. He got the double play ball immediately out of the pen. And then we just worked him in the 9th. He got 2 outs, got to the last one, but he just couldn't get the job done. Gave up those 3 runs on 4 hits, taking the loss, falling to 0-1. Dieguez covered his day already, just the bad 3rd inning. He gave up 7 hits, a walk, 4 runs, 2 homers, 4 strikeouts. Gets a no decision. Heimlich an inning, gave up a run, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. That was just good base running there. He would have taken the loss. Munstar, 2 innings in relief of him, giving up 3 hits, 1 run given up in the 9th on a questionable call at the plate. But that walk-off gives her the win. She improves to 1-0. Luncaster, player of the game for his 3-hit day. He was a triple shy of the cycle, driving in 3 runs, 1 on each of his 3 hits. Estrada had the walk-off 3-run double. He went 2 for 3 off the bench. And Mira McFarland went 2 for 4, starting at first with a 2-run homer. Not bad at all. Welcome back, Overdogs Baseball. You love to see a W in the win column. I'm so glad I kept Estrada and didn't cut him over Banks. It was down. Fun fact: it was between Estrada and Banks for who I was going to cut to pick Parks up. I'm really, really glad I chose to keep Estrada, because if he's not here, Bertha Banks is put in that position or Parks is put in that position. I don't think they come through. I don't think they do it. I think he was the right man at the right time. New face for your Muddy Oasis campaign. Who do I suggest? Well, both of them had 1 hit. Yoshida drove in a run, so let's do him. Nutmeg or Rhodes? I think Nutmeg is the winner here. Give her the little loyalty boost there. Marshmallow or Crosby? Shower drain. Marshmallow didn't play today, so he'll take this one. Crosby got a hit today. I think he got 2 hits today, and 1 hit in his debut, I think. All right, now sim up to the next one here real quick, as Freebooters are going to lose here to the Pigs. Hate to see it. Grass Eaters lose to the Moose. Sirloins beat the Moonstars. Nemesis beat the Platypi. Damn it. And the Sandcats lose to the Sirloins, defending champs starting the year off 2-0. And the Crocs shut out the Nemesis 4-0. Okay, next time out we are playing the Wide Loads. Not a division rival contest. On the mound will be Werner Bergenberg with Tier 3 Elite Slider, Tier 2 Consistent. On the mound for the Wide Loads will be veteran Jerry Capps, who has left the Crocodons. I believe this is his 2nd year with the Wide Loads, if I remember correctly, here in his 4th season in the league. Looking around the league, one roster move to report, actually. Mario Klein, the rookie pitcher, gets +1 fielding on a random roll. That's nice. Bergenberg rolls +4 contact. He's already pretty good with the bat as it is, so that's wonderful. Chance to lose a Tier 3 trade on Wissell. Hell nah. K Collector on Marshmallow. You tempt me. I know it's Marshmallow, but that's very, very tempting. I like how Yoshida is in his catcher gear in his player card, even though it's not his primary position. Yeah, that's funny. Even when he's not listed as a catcher in the lineup, he still shows up in that catcher gear. He's like, I know my role. I'm more of a catcher than a right fielder. Ooh, fielding for Rufo. Veteran is 32, though, so maybe not. Roundhouse. Chance to pick up Wild Thing. I need to check her accuracy rating. I need to see if that's good. It might be worth a risk. Trey Mondo gets picked up by the Jacks. He's the only roster move this period as he replaces Kerry Wayward at the back of their rotation. Nothing else to report. Let's pay a look up here. Ooh, chance to get rid of Slowpoke on King. Get in. Love it. Wissel, we're not taking away Force, Elite Four-Seamer. Butterfinger on Nutmeg. Extra speed, I don't think we need it because she proved today she can round the bases even with 66 speed and still score at our park. So getting this speed upgrade, not necessary. It's not worth it. Marshmallow Cake Collector. That is very, very tempting, and since a lot of these other options aren't speaking to me, I think we might buy it. Rufo, his extra fielding is already about to expire. I'm not going to buy this. His fielding's already pretty good. Yes, he is 32 and at the risk of regressing, but he's already a good fielder. He doesn't need it. Okay, Roundhouse's accuracy is actually already pretty good. Risking it for Tier 2 Wild Thing. Honestly, not the worst trade it could be. Although I do tend to miss a lot of my locations late in games and clutch situations with Roundhouse in particular. So, Wild Thing isn't the worst negative trade as long as you don't red ball every pitch. That is true. You do bring up a good point. That might still be worth the risk, even though I wish it was junk that was being upgraded, not accuracy. So 1, 2, I think 3 of them I actually like. And all of them are going to be here after next game. So we're going to save our money still, build up a little bit more surplus as we wait and see what else pops up. Alright, so no player development moves this time around. Let's set the lineup here for game 2. Alright, so Rufo's set the lead off again. I like that. Elroy was alright in the 2-hole last game. I think I'll move him back up there again. Star right now is locked in, while Yoshida is 10, so let's move Star to 3. I'm going to have McFarland bat 4, Jones bat 5. Nutmeg, we'll have her bat number 6 or 7. Let's have her bat 7, actually. We'll move Yoshida still to... Oh, that's position swap, didn't want that. We'll still have Yoshida bat number 6. I still trust him. Just need to get that tense mojo gone. Nutmeg 7, Crosby can be number 8. Yeah, that's good with me, I think. Or do we move Crosby above Nutmeg again? You know what, let's move Crosby above Nutmeg again. He did really well in the 7-hole. Let's keep him there. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Big win today for the Dogs on opening day as we rally from 4-0 down to tie it in the 6th. Give up 2 more runs, and then in the bottom of the 9th, walk it off on a bases-clearing 3-run double from rookie backup outfielder Rash Estrada, as the new man had 2 hits off the bench as a pinch hitter. Taking it to the... Who did we play? Taking it to the Beewolves here on opening day, giving us a 7-6 victory. Next time out, we will take on the Wide Loads. Both teams enter at 1-0. We'll see who comes out on top in a battle between Caps and Bergenberg. That is going to do it for this episode, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. If you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is down in the description below here on the video if you want to come over and watch the games live before they're posted, and also follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. Shout out to ETL for tuning in and chatting with me throughout the stream. Appreciate it, buddy. Everyone else, catch you on the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.